American trucks are very different to those found in other parts of the world. Particularly when we compare American and European trucks, we see some very notable differences. Not that long ago we made a video focusing on American cars and comparing them to their European counterparts, but this time we're focusing on the trucking industry and asking the question, why are American trucks so very different? Now before we have a look at why they are different, we must actually acknowledge what the differences are. In American trucks we see a lot longer designs where the engine is often in front of the cab, whereas in Europe we see the driver sit on top of the engine. So in Europe it's quite uncommon to see a more T-cab design, whereas in America it's quite uncommon to see a flat-faced truck, and there's some fair reasons for that. Now on top of this, we know that American trucks are generally longer anyway and less advanced than their European counterparts, just to name a few differences. But why did these differences actually come to be? Well, let's have a look at some crucial factors, and we're going to start off on the length and design. Now again, American trucks tend to be a lot longer and the engine is in front of the driver, whereas in Europe the engine is often underneath the driver. There's quite a few reasons for this, and the first of which is that in Europe the length of the entire vehicle is regulated. Now what this means is that the vehicle, as in the cab and the trailer, has to be under a certain total length, whereas in America it's only the trailer which is regulated, meaning that the actual truck itself can be as long as desired. Now on top of this, the driver over cab layout is more uncomfortable, meaning that in America, as drivers are able to go for an engine in front of cab design, they would do it just from a comfort basis. And to add to this, we know that speed and fuel efficiency are more crucial in America. Distances between places are often greater and speed limits run faster. Obviously therefore a more curvy aerodynamic design is going to be preferable in America over the flat-faced European design. And to add to this, America is much better suited to larger vehicles, whereas in Europe the roads are very narrow and ancient, and tighter roads mean that a truck that is very long with a wide turning radius would simply be an inconvenience and cause major trouble in European city centres. Now American trucks also tend to be quite a bit less advanced. We know this is not always the case, as some American trucks are of course highly advanced, but generally features like advanced CCTV systems and disc brakes are often lacking in American trucks. There's a very good reason for this. In Europe, visibility is more key. The distance between pedestrians and traffic is often less, whereas in America the distance between the sidewalks and the trucks is going to be a lot larger, meaning that visibility to the same degree is simply not required. On top of this, features like sharp disc brakes are often needed less due to the sheer space and distance of the roads in America. The benefits that disc brakes provide would simply be negated by the increased maintenance costs of disc brakes and other advanced technology, meaning that in America it simply is not necessary. And let's talk quickly about sleepers. Now obviously in Europe we do have sleeper cabs, and some of them are very good, but we all know that Americans do sleepers completely differently. Some of them look like houses on the inside, and there's a fair reason for this once more. Many truckers in Europe can go home at the end of the day, as distances are simply not that far between cities, whereas in America, job average times can take much longer. There is also much more of an owner-operator culture in America, meaning that workers are often implored to take on bigger and longer jobs, whereas in Europe, their bottom lines do not depend on their distances. And what this results in is more Americans being willing to spend time sleeping in their cab, so sleeping facilities therefore should be better. So overall, it's been a quick video, but I hope we have summed up some of the key reasons as to why US trucks are different to their European counterparts. To summarise, we know that distances, costs and operational styles are some of the key reasons why trucking in the US is different. I know it's been a very short video, but I hope you did enjoy it. We covered most of the main topics in this video. So if you did enjoy it, make sure to subscribe, and do remember that we make more long form content on the weekends. This is just one of those short videos that I wanted to produce to give you guys a quick update, so I hope you enjoyed it, and again if you did, do subscribe to let us know. Thank you so much for joining us in this one. I will be back with you later on in the week. Goodbye.